Okay. All right. So I'll start now. Mm, Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for the invite, Rain UI. And today I'll be talking about behind the code, the intersection of tech and engineering. My name is Ubaida, as introduced earlier, and I'm a recent graduate of petroleum engineering. And I also have experience in software engineering, and I currently work as a software engineer. For today's session, I'll be talking about tech and engineering. Are they really different? I don't know if anyone can help me with this simple question. What comes to your mind when you hear engineer? What comes to your mind? I believe most of the people here are engineering students or something similar. What do you think about being an engineer, or what comes to your mind when you're an engineer? I don't know if anyone can just unmute and speak, because I want the session to be interactive as possible so we can all flow along and no one will feel bored along the way. Any volunteer, you can just unmute and speak. I don't know if there is restriction on that.
All right, let me go. When I hear engineering, when I hear someone is an engineer, to me, it's someone that can solve problems, problem solvers. There's a problem, then an engineer can solve it literally. It doesn't like, I know, I shouldn't, I'm not, I want to be specific, but normally, any problem to me, I feel an engineer is someone that can tackle that problem and be innovative. Yeah, that's what it means to me.
Thank you so much. That is really profound. An engineer is someone that can solve problems. This is the basics. An engineer is a problem solver. An engineer is someone that is willing to solve problems. And that is how engineering has been able to evolve over the years, because engineers keep looking for new ways to innovate, to solve problems. Can another person volunteer? What comes to their mind when they hear tech? Can anyone volunteer in that aspect? Just unmute and speak. Any volunteer? I think we will not waste too much time. And I don't know, what do you think of tech and engineering? Are they separated or are they connected? Let's just move. For the tech engineering, if you look at engineering, Donald mentioned earlier that engineering is what? A problem solver. So engineering is more of like you are solving real world problems. But tech, you are using tools and systems to power innovation. Engineering uses principles known as the scientific principles. If you maybe start your engineering class, they'll probably define engineering for you as using scientific principles to apply and solve real world problems. It focuses on what? Systems, processes, machines, structure. It is more of physical world focus, but technology is more of digital, virtual solutions. Technology uses virtual slash digital solutions. Engineering is more of machines. You are seeing the machines, you are seeing the structure, you are seeing the systems in a physical world focus. But in tech, it is more of software, platforms, and data. Tech is an enabler. It gives us a tool set that are used to enhance or automate the existing systems in engineering. They go together. There is no separation between them. They go hand by hand. Why do these two intersect? Where do they meet? Where does engineering meet tech? You realize that most modern engineering tools that we use in this current world, they run on a particular code. The software you're using to build, maybe let's, for example, AutoCAD, because I believe most people here are probably interacted with AutoCAD, especially if you're in UI, except for a few departments like petroleum engineering that we do not use AutoCAD, but still other departments use AutoCAD. AutoCAD is an engineering tool that you use to build structures and the likes. AutoCAD is a software tool because it runs on code. Engineer utilize technology to what? To simulate. Simulation in terms of mocking a real world process in a virtual world. They use it to optimize, to make machines better, to help to design machines. They also use it to automate processes, to make processes faster. Tech enables smarter engineering solutions. It enables engineers to work more smarter and faster. Also, today's engineers are actually coders. They are not just engineers because they want to just build things. Engineers now are coders, they are data users, they are also designing systems using code. How do these two interact in real world? I mentioned earlier, for civil engineering now, you use AutoCAD to maybe build structures and the likes. And this is a tool that runs on code. This is a tool that was built using technology. We have virtual reality machines and drones and things like that that are currently used in this current world, especially in the field of in many field of engineering. And these are tools that were built using technology. For mechanical, we have 3D printing, we have MATLAB, we have IoT sensors, Internet of Things. These tools are built by technologies to be used in engineering. We also have what? Python for simulations, especially in petroleum engineering and your reservoir simulation, oil and gas monitoring and prediction of tools. You use AI, you use Python and the likes. In electrical engineering, you have what? Embedded systems. You also have AI for grids and the like. So these are technological tools that are used in engineering fields. In biomedical engineering, you have what? Diagnostic softwares and wearables. The tools are built by tech to be used in engineering. Why should you care as an engineer? Why should you care about technology? Because technology can help you to be more innovative, to be more smarter in your work, in your process. You are at some point, especially in this field of engineering, companies will want to what? They want to replace people that can do things in a more innovative world, in a more tech focused, because they don't want to do things in traditional processes that will take time. They want to start innovating them, they want to start automating them. They want to drive their innovation with what? With smarter tools. And that comes in, and they don't want to start employing maybe a programmer that do not even understand what their things about. They want the engineers that are employing to actually know these things. I think I got that insight when I interacted with some engineers at Aramco, and I realized that most of the things they are building in terms of IoT, in terms of their robot and all of that, they are not employing maybe a computer scientist to design those systems for them. It is the engineers that work for them that are designing same system that they are using to work more smarter. Also, having extra tools in technology can help you gain an edge in your career. It can help you to be more ahead of your mate and to be more to be more standout, because if you are looking at the global world, not Nigeria alone, most of the industries are employing technology in their processes. And if you want to be more presentable globally, you need to have technology in your skill set. Having technology also help you to be able to work across industry. Technology is a tool that apply in various industry, not only engineering. So if you have it at hand, you try to innovate in energy, you can innovate in health, you can also innovate in more industries, not specifically your own field. Also, having technology helps you to make data driven decisions, because you're not just making decisions based on what you see, you are gathering the real world data and you are simulating them to actually derive a decision. It's also able to build your own solution. Technology is not just a tool you can just like jump past, it's something that it is really needed, especially in the engineering field. How do you build at this intersection, the intersection of technology and engineering? How do you build at this intersection? The first step is what? To learn how to code. I know for students in UI, we usually have Fortran classes. It is a step. Then to be more vast, you can pick up Python, you can pick up MATLAB. They are like really, really great tools that can help you to build in engineering field. Also work on personal project or team up with people through hackathons. I believe Ray UI just started, and I know they have in plan to bring in hackathons to people so they can get their hands dirty and build real world projects. Also, learn how to use tech enabled engineering tools. I've talked about AutoCAD before. AutoCAD, especially for people in civil, is a very great tool in civil, in mechanical engineering. Learn how to use these tech enabled engineering tools that can make you to be able to work more smarter. For petroleum engineering, there are tools for reservoir simulation and the like. So learn how to use these kind of tools. Also, invest in yourself by taking online courses and learn how to like apply technology, especially in the current field in the current engineering field you're in. Also join communities that bring about these trainings to your doorstep so you can learn and you can gain from them. I'll be playing. So I took this video, and this is a robot. This is Fifi. It was built by the engineers at Aramco, and they built these robots to gather data from oil pipelines. So these robots will take sensors from the pipelines and give them that data so that they can make decision on, is this pipeline, is it like delivering the right amount of oil, is there defect in the pipeline, is there anything. The engineers built this. They didn't bring a computer scientist to build it for them. They built the robots, and they were able to use it to drive processes in the industry, the oil, especially in the oil and gas industry, and make smarter decisions for the company. This is a real world example. Behind the code, being ahead of the curve. The future of engineering, as I said earlier, is digital and software powered. People do not want to go through the traditional processes anymore. And if you want to be ahead of the curve, you need to go digital. You need to learn these softwares. You don't, as I said, AutoCAD now, those structures that AutoCAD can build, you used to do them using technical drawing before, but now it can be built on your laptop. Engineers who learn how to code are builders, are innovators, and you want to be part of the team of engineers that are building and are innovating. Just start small, stay curious, and look for a problem and build what matters. Don't build randomly, but at first you could experiment and build randomly. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you gained a thing or two from this short session. And the best engineers in the future will speak the language of both machines and code. Thank you so much. Any question or additions?
Thank you so much.